My name is Kathy Nyman, and I am a non-direct kidney donor. I began the process of testing to become a living donor when I was 63 years old. And at that time, I figured I probably wouldn't qualify as a living donor candidate due to my age. But I was happily surprised to learn that age was not a disqualifying factor. Testing to become a living donor is very extensive, and it took me about 4 months from start to finish to find out if I qualified as a living donor candidate. Um, During that time, I learned a lot about the surgery and also about what I could expect in my recovery. I also spoke with a lot of folks who had donated kidneys and just to find out what their experiences looked like and also find out how life looked like for them living with one kidney. I also learned a lot about kidney disease and the critical need for kidneys in our country. There are approximately 86,000 people in the United States on waiting lists for new kidneys. And to put that into perspective, think about the Superdome in New Orleans, which seats 76,000 people. So fill that stadium to capacity and then wrap an additional 10,000 people around the stadium. And that's what your current waiting list for a new kidney looks like in the United States. The further I got along in my testing in that process, and the more I learned how relatively safe this process and procedure is, the more I knew I really wanted to do it. Uh, at this point in my life, I really want to make a difference, and helping someone regain their quality of life back was a great way for me to do that. It also helped me um, to become more focused on my workouts and also I became more focused in eating a healthier diet because I wanted to ensure that not only the kidney that I was donating was going to be healthy and help this new person regain their life, but I wanted to make sure that my remaining kidney was going to serve me well for the rest of my life. Um, so I was ecstatic after 4 months. I found out that I was qualified to become a living kidney donor. Um, so the final blood work needed to be drawn to find a match for my kidney, and so that was done. And 2 days later, I got the most wonderful call from my donor coordinator advising me that they have found a match. They had found a match for my kidney, and so it was just now a matter of time for me to have that surgery and donate my kidney. A few people did question why I would do this and why I would put my body through this. But after all the research I did and after realizing what a relatively safe procedure this is and a relatively easy recovery for most people, the question became really, why wouldn't I do this? There's so many people in need. Why wouldn't I share my spare? So it just became a question of why wouldn't I do this? It made perfect sense to me. So on December 20th, 2022, I donated a healthy, beautiful 6-ounce kidney to a complete stranger. And my kidney began working immediately in her. And I'm happy to report that that stranger is no longer a stranger and that she is doing great. Her new kidney is doing great. And I'm doing great with one kidney. And it's been just a tremendous experience for me. It's been one of the best experiences of my life. So we're all doing great. So if you're thinking about becoming a living kidney donor, I think you should explore the possibility further. It doesn't cost anything. And hopefully you'll get to that same place where I got to with where your question is, why wouldn't I? So thanks for listening.